guys, I feel like I start off so many videos with, if you follow me on Twitter, then, but that is because I feel like I literally tweet my life out to you guys daily, pretty much. So, yes, if you do follow me on Twitter, then you know I've been sick lately. Surprise, surprise, I have the immune system of someone who has never had an immune system before. I get sick so often. Literally, I can be in a football stadium with one other person that has the flu, and you best believe I'll have the flu and I'll have bronchitis at the same time. Like, just throw them all in there together. I had a little strep throat and you've got like my typical weekend. But lately I have been sick. I actually had, I'm gonna butcher this name, but I think it's called pyelonephritis. Pyelonephritis is how I try to remember it. But it's basically a glorified kidney infection that if you have ever had it before, I am A, very, very sorry, but B, you understand my pain. It literally felt like my entire body was hit by a train. I couldn't get in a comfortable position because when I was laying down or sitting, my back was just killing me, and I had a fever of over 103 that we couldn't get to break for a couple days, no matter how much like Tylenol and stuff that I had, and I had antibiotics and all this stuff. My dad, who is the best father in the whole entire world, actually flew all the way from Tennessee out to California to take care of me. Elle was doing an amazing job kind of like taking care of me and stuff, but my dad's a doctor, and he was like, honestly, there's nothing better than daddy's little girl having her dad come out and take care of her. And I was so excited. I feel like I'm never too old to have my dad come take care of me when I'm sick, because even growing up, I've always just had a really bad immune system. My parents just have always made it where I feel so good even when I'm sick. I feel like I'm like clawing you guys or something. I feel like I'm talking with my hands a lot, but like with my nails and stuff. I don't know, it's weird. I'm gonna like sit on my hands or something, because I have lived a lot of my life ill or on the sicker side of things. I feel like I do have some really good sick day tips, especially with back to school coming up. Some people I know have already started school, some people are starting in a couple weeks, but with that I know that there's all new kind of like viruses and flus and stuff going around in school, and that's always the time that I would get the most sick, right around like fall and winter. So I thought it would be fun to do a video for you guys and just kind of show you my sick day remedies, and this is kind of a different video than what I would typically do on this channel. So I don't know, I just thought it would be a really fun idea how I get through being sick, how I entertain myself, what I eat, things like that. So I'm gonna start off with entertainment. And definitely, obviously, like TV and movies. If you have a Netflix or Hulu Plus account, that's awesome because you can stream entire seasons of things. So that's like really cool to kind of keep you from getting bored and stuff like that. And then Elle and I actually had a movie night, and she recommended the movie Good Luck Chuck, which I had actually never seen, with Jessica Alba and I think Dane Cook, I think. But she recommended that movie, and so we watched it together. I had never seen it before, and it was the cutest movie ever. So if you haven't seen that one, I definitely recommend it. There are sirens going on in the background. I don't know if the camera's picking up on that, but my earballs are, no, these aren't my earballs. These are my eyeballs. My ears are just my ears. I guess my ears are picking up on it. So I love TV and movies, but when I'm sick, I actually like to be laying down with my eyes closed, but obviously I can't sleep the entire day. So when I'm awake, but I still want to be laying down with my eyes closed and stuff, that makes watching TV very difficult. I don't know if you've ever tried that, but if you can only hear what's going on, shows like Pretty Little Liars and stuff, they get pretty intense and you have to see it. So I like to listen to some books, and lately I have been listening to Looking for Alaska. If you guys can see that, it's on my Audible app, which I talk to you guys about all the time because I'm just obsessed with it, and I don't know how to explain how much I love it more than just saying that I am honestly obsessed, addicted, in love with it. It was funny, my dad actually walked in at one point and he was like, kind of crept the door open and peeked his head in, and I was like, hi, what you doing? And he was like, I thought I heard a guy in here. And he was like, I swear, I thought you like snuck a boy in. And I was like, A, I am way too sick and not looking like I want to see any boys right now. But B, I live alone. This is my home. I don't think I feel the need to sneak a guy around in my own home, even if my dad is here. I would just introduce him to you and stuff. So I thought that was pretty funny, but it was because I was listening to Looking for Alaska. It's by John Green, who's the same author that wrote The Fault in Our Stars, which I've seen that movie 2 times already, and I can't wait to watch it again. And he is just an incredible writer. So if you guys go to audible.com/Blair, you can actually either download this book for free, you can download my book, Beneath the Glitter, for free. Shameless shout out right there. You can honestly, any of the books that you want, you get 1 free audio audiobook, just if you go to audible.com/Blair. And I talk to you guys about it all the time, but I'm just so obsessed with it, and the amount of tweets and comments I get that are saying, you know, I found out about Audible through you and now I love it. I feel like with a book, you can really imagine every aspect of how you think the characters are and how they act and what you think their rooms look like and stuff. Whereas in a TV show and stuff, you know, that's all kind of laid out for you. You don't get to really imagine it as much. So just being able to see the tweets and the comments and stuff that say, you know, you've got me back into books, I feel like I escape into this world and stuff like that, that makes me so happy. So that's why I keep telling you guys about it. So audible.com/Blair, you can get your free audiobook, and I definitely recommend looking for Alaska if you haven't read it yet. So the first kind of quote-unquote tip that I have for you guys is something that my aunt actually taught me when I was a lot younger. She was visiting, she lives in Florida, but she was visiting us in Tennessee. So I guess I was right around like 1st or 2nd grade, because we were in our first place that we lived in when we moved to Tennessee. And I have this distinct memory of her like doing this for me. And I just remember always having a tub of the Vicks Vapor Rub in my nightstand table ever since that, because what she did was she actually put some of it on my feet and then put a pair of fuzzy socks. So these aren't the exact same fuzzy socks I had that many years ago, but you can kind of just imagine. These are cute little ones that have bunnies on them that I got from Forever 21, and I like them. So what I'll do is I'll put the Vicks Vapor Rub mainly focusing on the arch of the bottom of my foot and really kind of rub it in with my thumb, give myself a little bit of a foot massage, put the socks on and sleep with that. I will say though, don't forget when you stand up, it doesn't like absorb into your skin really, so don't forget when you stand up, if you take your socks off and then you start walking on like tile or hardwood, you will slip around. So just be careful with that. You want to make sure you rinse it off in the morning. But then she also put a little bit of it on my chest. And so that way when you're sleeping and you're breathing, you kind of are breathing in that Vicks Vapor Rub. I don't have a cold. I just associate this feeling and the smell of this stuff and just everything to being sick and feeling better. So I always have this with me. And another little thing you can do with this is if you have one of those little Scentsy warmers or any sort of like candle wax warmer or something, you know what I mean, like those little things that you light the fire under it or you plug it in and it like heats up the scent on top, you can put a little bit of this in there and it will make your entire area, your room, wherever you are, smell like it, and that way you don't have to have it on your actual body. I've never like broken out or anything from this, so I'm fine putting it on my body, but sometimes if you wanted to do it for the entire room, you totally could. But right now, just looking at the socks and the Vicks Vapor Rub, I want to put it like on my feet and on my chest and go lay in bed. And I'm not even sick anymore. I have a little bit of a cough still, which didn't even have anything to do with the kidney infection. So like I said, when I get sick, I get real sick. I go hard. I don't half booty butt anything. I was gonna say half-ass, but then I was like, that's a bad word, so I'm gonna say booty, but it doesn't make the same sense. I'm not gonna half booty butt nothing. Yeah, so first tip is that. Second tip is if you have any sort of body pains or aches or anything like that, I definitely recommend getting these heat therapy patches. I first got these when I just really started my period and I was complaining to my mom about having cramps, and she went to get me a heating pad at the local, like it was either Walgreens or CVS, and they actually didn't have any there, but they did have these patches that you put on you that are like self-heating. They last for like 4 to 8 hours. So she got me those and she was like, you know, I'm gonna go somewhere else to get a heating pad, but this is to get you through, you know, this little while. And ever since then, I have just been obsessed with these. I always have them in my house, and anytime I have any sort of like sore or anything, like if my back is sore or anything like that, I will always use these, and I feel like I would just be a walking like heat therapy patch walking around if I could. Like I would just have a full body one. I'm also someone that tends to live life a little on the colder side. I'm always shivering, always chilly. Yes, as I'm looking in this little thing beside my camera so that I can see what I'm filming, for some reason this looks very familiar to me. Like not my, obviously I've seen my face before and my, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. No, I'm saying like I feel like I might have worn this shirt in a video very recently because I'm having major deja vu looking at that. So if I did, then it just goes to show that I rewear my clothes all the time and so often that I don't even remember when the last time I wore it is because I'm wearing it again. If I did wear it in a video, if not, then that's not gonna make any sense. But I know I wore this shirt recently and I just don't know if I filmed, but I feel like I did because this like frame that I'm seeing is giving me deja vu. I might have even had like one side of my hair up. It's that intense and like what I'm seeing perfectly. Isn't deja vu supposed to mean that like you're on the right track in life, like you're doing the right thing or something? I think it is, which I had deja vu the other day, and it kind of just made me like smile. I was like, wow, maybe I'm like doing something right in life. Like this is the right path I'm supposed to be on. Moving on now to my favorite snacks. So I actually had these, I vlogged about it because I was daily vlogging, and I'm totally gonna start that back up again. It's just been, I was sick, and then when I got better, I was kind of dealing with so many things, and then Teen Choice Awards, and I didn't have my camera, and it wasn't charged, and I couldn't find the charger, and just all this stuff was stressing me out. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna live my life right now, not worry about filming it, and then when I can get back into daily vlogging, I will. But I did do an unboxing for NatureBox for you guys, and that was right before I got sick. So when I ended up getting sick, I had all of my NatureBox things like right in my place, and I was just so happy to have these snacks, because when you're laying around, there's nothing that I personally want more than to just like have a bag of chips on my lap, just like watching TV or something, you're just munching away. But these make me feel not as guilty because they are healthier snacks. So I wanted to show you, they're all empty, but I kept the 3 little bags of my favorite ones. The first ones are the baked cheddar potato fries, and they were so delicious. I probably finished this bag in a good like 3 servings. The next one is the pistachio power clusters. These were amazing in a Greek yogurt. So I got a Greek yogurt out, the one that has like the blueberry, and I put the blueberry in it and I mixed it up. Even though it says do not stir on the side of the carton, I'm like, what's gonna happen if I stir it? Like, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen if I stir this up right now? And then I put some of the pistachio power clusters in it, and oh my goodness, it was like my own like little granola mixture with the fruit and yogurt, and I felt like I was making my own like fruit parfait or something. Yeah, and so this was really good. So if you are gonna get a NatureBox, P.S. you can go to naturebox.com/Blair to get 50% off your first NatureBox. But if you are going to, then I definitely would recommend doing this. You can either say surprise me, or you can build your own pantry and pick the snacks you want. I typically say surprise me, but I feel like I would definitely build my own pantry just so that I would be able to guarantee that I'm getting the pistachio power clusters. And then the third one that I was really obsessed with are the sea salt Pop Pops. And you guys know I'm obsessed with popcorn. It is one of my favorite foods, if not my favorite food. Popcorn and Kit Kat bars, those are like my jam. Those are what I live my life for. But these are the sea salted popcorn kernels, and it was a different flavor than I'm used to for popcorn, but I really liked it. I couldn't stop eating it. I feel like maybe I ate this entire bag in one setting. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys right now. But like I said, you can go to naturebox.com/Blair and get 50% off your first NatureBox order. And this is another thing that I get so happy when you guys are like tweeting and commenting saying that you hadn't heard of it until I mentioned it and gave you guys the coupon code, and then you ordered it, and I see all of your tweets coming through with like pictures of your first box and stuff, and that just makes me so happy. So if you do get a NatureBox, make sure you tweet me a picture so that I can live vicariously through you guys and feel like I'm getting more than one NatureBox a month, because I would love to get like 15 of them if I could. Oh, and I have this too. I forgot to show you guys this when I was talking about the book on tape. Look how cute this little thing is. My friend Kira got this for me, and it is where you put your phone in it and it amplifies your speaker, because she saw when I would always say that I would put my phone in a cup or a bowl to amplify it and make the speaker sound louder. Look at how cute this is. It's like a little thing that is a speaker, and it does that. And when you have the volume turned up all the way on your phone, if you're just listening to it and then you put it into this thing, literally it doubles the volume. I don't know how this tiny little plastic thing can do that, but it's awesome. So I wanted to show you guys that. And then the last thing I have to show you guys is the soup that I like. Now, obviously, if I could get Panera, you know, chicken noodle or something like that, that would definitely be my first choice, or something where, you know, it's like made with lots of carrots and celery and chicken and spices and stuff. But if I'm just having to make it on my own, I don't know about you, but when I'm sick, the last thing I want to do is go freaking make my own concoction of anything, especially the ones that have to sit in the crock pot for a good like 4 hours. Who has time for that when you're sick? Like, I need my soup now. So I like the cup of soup, which basically you just add hot water. I like the, it's by Lipton. It's the chicken noodle with white meat. And my dad actually made me one of these because I just had it in my pantry, and I wanted some chicken noodle soup, and so he went to the pantry and saw this, and then he was like, I'm gonna go get you some egg noodles. And I was like, I don't need an egg noodle, I need a cup of soup. And he's like, no, they're those noodles that I always use in my, you know, chicken noodle soup that I make at home. And I never knew how he made it, but it was so good. Anyways, he boiled some egg noodles and added it to this, and it was so amazing. So if you guys can go find egg noodles anywhere, I don't even know where he went. He had to go somewhere close to my place because he walked. Because I know he didn't take my car, he could have, but he just like started wandering around, found some egg noodles, came back, made me a cup of soup with some egg noodles. And so thank you, Dad, because you really did help in getting me better. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, it's a little different than my typical videos, but I do have a little bit of experience being sick. So I thought I would give you guys a video that would be fun to show you some sick time remedy essentials that you should have on hand at all times. In case you get sick, these will make you feel better. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave any book recommendations in the comments below, because when I'm done with looking for Alaska, I'm gonna want another one immediately, and I don't know which one I should listen to. So you guys should leave it in the comments below. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you later. Bye.